Hey, what's up everybody? This is Anders1022 and I'm going to show you guys how to get the Magnate Personality achievement in Fable 3. And to get this achievement actually takes a fair bit of time. It is to amass 2.2 million gold through real estate earnings. I'm not sure, but that's how you want to get it. If you buy even just one house and rent it out, it'll show up like a couple $100 each time, or only $50 each time. And the way to this achievement, the quickest route is to start off in the dweller camp. Now, the houses here are really shitty, so they're going to be below 20% unless you repair them. So I started off with just one house, and then I got enough. I bought 2 houses, and then I got enough. I got 3 houses. Also, what I did is that I went to Brightwall, and I just spammed the hell out of the loot playing job and the pie making job, because the loot playing job is super easy, and if you get to level 3, I think it's level 3, you get all 3 buttons, A, X, and Y, to press, and it's still incredibly easy. Even on the level 10 multiplier when it's going fast, it's still very easy to get an insane amount of gold. I think in half an hour I got like 2,000 or 3,000 gold. So that can get you a couple properties, and then once you get enough properties, you want to start buying really only shops, because then you get profits and houses. Because if you set your when you buy a house and you set the rent price, you can set it to lowest, whatever. But if you set it too high, the owners will refuse to pay rent, and then the house condition will go down to 0. And then you don't get any money from that house. So I just find it was easier just to stick with stores and getting profits from them. See, just these 2 shops alone, that's like 310 gold. It is really low, but to start the game off with getting that much, and there's actually 3 shops. So basically you can get 450 gold from these 3 shops if you set the prices to high, the highest amount. And it doesn't deteriorate or anything. You get the same amount of gold each time. As you can see right there in the corner, I'm not sure if you can, but I have 1.34 million gold, and that's buying after buying every available shop. Only the shops in the game. Now, before I became the ruler, spoilers, before I became the ruler of Albion and defeated the crawler guy, which actually cost me like a lot of civilian casualties. I got about 85,000 gold every 5 minutes from shops only, with profits set at highest. And so 85 grand at once is pretty sick. And there's one shop that you must buy. I believe it's in Bowerstone Market. It's this one, I believe. Well, you would get 12,000 from that one. Price has actually gone down about 40,000. There was one shop alone where I gained about 16,000 gold from one shop. So even then, that's still pretty sweet. And if you want, what I actually did at one point was that I just turned off my battery, turned off my controller, plugged in a wired controller, and then I just went on the computer for like half an hour, and I amassed like 100,000 gold when I was only gaining like 10 or 13 every 5 minutes. So you just let your Xbox run, because it doesn't calculate it, you don't receive gold when you turn off and then turn it back on like Fable 2 does. So this achievement does take a long time to get, but once you get the shops, there are definitely a couple shops that you want to get. So again, start from the dweller camp. Just buy a couple houses. You are going to have to repair them. They will go down to 0. And the repair dweller camp house is only like, I don't know, it's only like 300 gold. So it's definitely worth it. So stick it out with the dweller camp. Move your way to Brightwall Village. Buy some of these crummy little shops. Maybe not those ones. See, that building alone gives you 7,200 gold. But since I suffered so many civilian casualties, I only get about 17,000 gold now, because like everyone died, which is total bullshit. But I don't care. I don't really need money for anything. If I want to go like a weapon or some potions or whatever, I think I'm covered. These 3 shops right here were really helpful in Barrowstone and Brightwall Village. I believe it's Silver Pines. This shop right here, it goes for 25,000 gold. You can get about 1,500 from that. Oh, it's Millfields. It's Millfields. That, no, it's not. Where the hell is it? It might be Morningwood. If it's not Morningwood, I give up. Oh yeah, it is Morningwood. And there's these 3 shops right here. They're the most expensive one, I think, is just under $7,000. So these 3 shops alone can definitely rack you in. There's basically 250, 350, so it's like 600. I don't know, like there's like 1,000 up to 1,000 gold up here. Before you have to defeat the darkness. So it's definitely a lot of value. So last time, I'm gonna repeat myself. Start off in Brother Camp. Just buy some really shitty houses. You are gonna have to repair them most likely. Then move on to shops, and then sell any houses you have, or you can just keep buying houses, but make sure they're the really nice, uptight, really cool looking houses, which I think it's Millfields. But the houses in Millfields do cost quite a bit of money, 176,000 gold. But they do stay like 100%, at least 95% or so, 97, 96. So you can get some money there, but if you're gonna buy houses, don't set the ret to highest. Send it to low. Actually, send it to low, because that way they can keep their houses and you can keep getting money in, and you won't have to repair them constantly. That's the trick. And this is actually a good trick for Fable 2. That's how, because I know I got a lot of comments on my videos, how do you get so much gold? This is how. You just buy shops, but in Fable 2 there's no rent, or there's no, there's rent, but there's no like deterioration, and there's no house condition, and you need to repair it, it just automatically saves wherever it is, and you just keep getting gold no matter what. So in Fable 3, I recommend just buying shops only, so $85,000 every 5 minutes. Just let your Xbox run, and you'll have this achievement in no time. So that's how you get the Magnate Personality achievement in Fable 3. Good luck.